This is what anyone will wish for: a perfect cordon bleu, crispy outside and a warm, cheesy center. Today we will share with you how to put cordon bleu together in no time. If you've heard of cordon bleu, you've certainly heard of Vienna Schnitzel. Now, Vienna Schnitzel is number one worldwide. Austrian is good at it. They love anything called schnitzel, okay? And when you are married to an Austrian man, that makes you make schnitzel. If you want to be a good wife, a good cook, you must make schnitzel for him at least once a week, okay? Now, today, let's make cordon bleu. Cordon bleu is just the other version of schnitzel, okay? Anything in this line called schnitzel, gebacken, anything called gebacken, they love it, okay? Panad, whatever, it is a favorite Austrian meal. I will share with you this simple trick to get the perfect cordon bleu. Now, you can make use of turkey, you can make use of chicken, and you can make use of pork, okay? So those three protein is perfect for cordon bleu. Thank you so much for tuning in once again to my returning subscribers. You guys are the best. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Annie Krieger, and today we will continue with our series, part 5 of our couples teamwork cooking. If you haven't seen other video where we are telling a little bit of story of our interracial couples journey so far, then I will leave a link up here on the screen. Please click and watch so you could get along. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Without wasting much of your time, it is time to cook. Now, to begin with, you want to get your choice of protein. I have turkey breast today in a chunk like this. Now, I'll advise you go for sliced one, already sliced one from the grocery shop if you are not used to slicing your turkey at home. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do this at least 100 of it a day, or 20 or 10, depending on. So I know how to handle turkey breast when it comes to slicing or cutting it. It can be very difficult, okay? So if you want to save yourself some stress, or maybe not miscutting your turkey breast, just go for already cut. You can see all those veins, all those points on it. You want to make sure you get off every one of it. Now, this is what I have nicely sliced, okay? Big enough. Now, you can go for chicken or pork, like I said earlier. This one I have with me here is too small to food. So I will just do it, just make some panad schnitzel, and that's it. Now, the two I have here, I'll go ahead and pound. This is a little bit, it's not enough for me, so I will add some chicken. After pounding, you want to get your ham and cheese. Now, depending on the ham you want to go for, this you can now decide how to season your chicken or turkey. Now, I will not be seasoning this because the ham contains salt already and the cheese contains salt already. So what I would do is just go ahead and layer out my tinned sliced ham and cheese. Okay, like I said, season to your preference, but I prefer not to do so because these two things contains enough salt for me already. Now you want to gently, after laying them out, you want to gently seal it up. Now, this is one place you have to be very careful while you seal your cordon bleu, or if either you're using chicken or whatever you are using, you want to make sure you have a flat, bright surface, okay? So it can contain the cheese and the ham. Now, if you've enjoyed cordon bleu before, you know how delicious it is. But if you haven't done one before at home and wish to make one, this step-by-step tutorial gives you the go-ahead to make yours at home. Because every part, this is one reason I had to put a camera in this part so that you can see what I am doing. It is very tricky when it comes to cordon bleu, because cordon bleu means that cheesy center, okay? So if that cheesy center is missing, then it's not giving. So this can happen, a lot can happen if you don't take this step very careful. You know, making sure that the cheese and the ham is well covered, because if it's not well covered, while you pan fry or deep fry, the cheese will all run out. Okay, so just take your time, cover up, make sure you have a nice surface, flattened protein before adding your cheese and your ham, and then use your hand to press those tips to seal it up generously. Okay, or you can as well use toothpick if you want to be on the go on the safer side. You can use toothpick. So I went ahead, continue with the chicken breast. Also, just slice it out, and while slicing your chicken breast, you want to also make sure that you have a well sliced chicken breast, pound and then stuffed, and you were good to go. Here we go, guys. It looks super good and inviting. So the other ones that are not bright enough, I will just have them like that. So what I will do, just season with small amount of salt, and I am good for that. I am good to go. So I have my flour, I have 1 egg, adding a little bit of meat, and my bread crumbs. Now, guys, we're gonna go in. Start by coating everything in flour, egg, and the breadcrumbs. While we continue from our last story. Now, when to be strand on it? Now, when hubby came back to Africa, when he came back to Dakar, so first what he's doing here is just coat in a flour, nicely coat, or dust in a flour. Now, when he came back from Africa, okay, like I said, if you haven't seen all the part of those videos, please go and check it out. Now, my husband came back from he traveled back after our first meeting. He traveled back to Austria, and when he traveled back to Austria, it was somehow difficult to get to reach him out. But as I said in the last video, that his necklace is a zodiac necklace, golden necklace, kept me moving, hoping that he will come back. Okay, because that was what he promised, that he will come back for the necklace. And that was a great hope for me. But finally, he came back, thank God. And you know, when this man came back, when my husband came back to Africa, he was then more active than he was. He was real active. He was happy. Everything was going well, right, honey? As student Suruki comment, this was for the eigentlich klar. It was like he was ready. I'm ready for you. Let's go. So we began some preparation. He began to feel at home. He began to enjoy every bit of Africa. We began go, but first, before then, he proposed. Okay, he proposed, and that was so beautiful.
Ja, ich hab's eigentlich niemand gesagt, außer als es dann fix war, dass wir heiraten,
ja,
habe ich meine beiden Söhne angerufen und gesagt, ich tue euch nur informieren. Und ob sie es jetzt...
Ja.
Gib's mal die anderen 2, 3 Stücke.
Hobby said what he did, not like he said, what he did was, when he came back, it was clear that we were getting married. Okay, he said it. He engaged, like I said, and he needed to inform his family and friends. Okay, because none of them knew. They knew that he's in Africa for visit, and then he called each of them. He has 2 sons. He called them. He said, "I am getting married." Okay. Not against it. They just say, "Okay, that is it." And then he called his twin sister. Du hast Wille angerufen, okay?
Nein.
Du hast Maria?
Nein, ja. Ich habe nur meine beiden Söhne angerufen und den Wolfgang habe ich gesagt. Also
und was hat der Wolfgang gesagt?
Ich habe gesagt, du bist ein Held.
Okay. Okay. He called just his 2 sons, and he told them that I am just telling you, I am not asking for your opinion. Of course, you know what their reaction will be actually at first. You know, that's like for them. For me, I feel like it's a shock. Oops. Okay. And then he called his friend. His friend said, "You are my hero." You are my hero. I still remember I was sitting close to him. His friend said, "You are my hero." the steps you have taken, it's unbelievable. And
Ja, er hat gesagt, das traut sich normal niemand, so wie es das du machst.
okay, he said, actually, nobody will be that bold as you are, because for them was like, Austrian is not too civilized to in a way of getting to know all African culture. So for them was like unbelievable. What are you doing? Okay. At this point, after taking the three step, here we go. I added milk to my egg because I want to have crispy outside. You can add mineral water to achieve that goal as well. You want to get your pan, heat up an oil, enough oil, and pan fry. Started all the preparation, everything was going perfect. Obi didn't just believe his eyes that things could go that fast. Over here it would take months preparation in court, or how do we call it here, standard sam, okay? But in our place wasn't, it didn't take that long, and it was for him like a surprise. But he was still enjoying all the process because we used to go to the market together. We used to go everywhere together, and that was so much fun for him. And what happened was that after we knew already that the marriage was going to take place, the preparation was going on, and then we started all the final document, looking for how to get some certain document for me to come over here. And then we started going to embassy, to court, and every other places. Before adding your cordon bleu, make sure the oil is not too hot so that they will take enough time to cook all through. Now, to cut all the story short, we got married and we began all the document process. I began the German school and to get a certificate, to get the A1 certificate. And that took me a lot. It's like back to school. It was not easy for me learning and all that. But finally, everything went well. And then I got my visa. Meine Visum war die innerhalb einer Woche oder zwei Wochen maximum. Yeah. Like what happened to the visa was like, my husband bought the tickets and he wrote when he wants me to come over. And at that particular time he wrote, it was they gave me the visa 1 week before. So it was like my visa was, I applied this week, and the next week they didn't just give me visa, they gave me a stay, a permanent stay. So I applied like today. The next week they called me that my visa was ready. Die haben mich angerufen, that meine Visum war ist fertig, ich kann holen. It was like magic for me because I applied. I was thinking it was going to take a long time, but before you know it, they called me, "Ma'am, your visa is ready. You can come over and pick it up." And yeah, I traveled back to I traveled to Austria, not back. And then I traveled to Austria. Guys, you will not know. Then the life began. We started what is called life over here. Es war nicht einfach, als ich hier angekommen. Everything. So we're going to talk about my life in Austria, how I was able to migrate in this country. It was a difficult one, getting to meet him, how he's living, his kind of his lifestyle. It was a little bit too much for me. I cried my life out. It was difficult, but we will continue that topic in our next one. Let us take a look at what is happening here because it looks absolutely delicious. Can you see that, guys? Now let us put story behind and take a look at what is called cordon bleu here. Like, look at this, guys. It is so crispy outside and inside is super cheesy. Like, guys, this is number one. Very easy, perfect cordon bleu. Please don't forget to like this video if you haven't already done so. Give this video a thumbs up. It will go a long way for this channel, for this video, please. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so for future recipe. You want to hit the notification bell just to be among the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. I am sure and I know you will love it here. Please stick around. Thank you so much for doing so. At this point, we are ready to plate. We love to plate with, as a side dish, we love to go for barsi potato, which is petersilie aardappel, or the petersilie kartoffel, barsi potato. or some French fries, some potato salad, or rice, which is not classic. And that's it. We also love to add some lemon slice and some lingonberry jam. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy watching to this time. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Leave your opinion in the comment section. See you all in my next one. Bye for now.